Welcome back to Inside Games, the only gaming news show brave enough to warn you that a sequel to one of the best-selling games of all time is going to wring you dry.
Okay, hold on, Bruce. Are you telling me that Grand Theft Auto is going to have microtransactions?
Yes, Grand Theft Auto 6 is real, and we will finally see it real soon. It's true. Hopefully you haven't spent the last 10 years burning shark cards, though, because recent comments from parent company Take-Two's CEO imply they could try to squeeze even more money out of those GTA players. What a surprise.
Hold on a minute, Bruce. Are you telling me a CEO wants to make more money?
All right, well, now that I think about it, you could probably just assume GTA 6 is going to be a games-as-a-service microtransaction wasteland. But this way, I mean, it is news, so.
And there's more news than Take-Two salivating over your open bank account. So let's cover everything that's tumbled out about GTA 6 in the last week.
It's weird to say, but it looks like our long wait for Grand Theft Auto 6 is almost over.
Yeah, Rockstar Games announced that we'll finally get a first real look at the game early next month, setting the internet into yet another frenzy for the game that has some awfully big shoes to fill.
They didn't say it specifically, but the Game Awards are scheduled for December 7th, which certainly qualifies as early next month for that trailer. The awards show has become synonymous with surprise reveals and world premiere trailers, which if you think about it is really weird for an award show.
A little bit, but it gets the people going, right? We'll get into all the details about the announcement and all the other tidbits that have popped up over the last week right after a quick word from today's sponsor, HelloFresh. Today's episode of Inside Games is sponsored by HelloFresh, who is here to help you in more ways than just making this production possible. You know, the holidays, it can be a lot. I got family visiting soon. I'm prepping for that. And let's be honest, there's tons of games that came out this year that aren't going to play themselves. So here's an Inside Games top tip. You got to offload your errands. Skip the grocery store. Who needs it? Waiting in line, picking stuff. Gross. Get tasty recipes delivered right to your door with HelloFresh. Just pick your meals, decide on a delivery date, and sit back. All of your ingredients will arrive pre-proportioned, so there's no running around, no measuring, no nothing. You know what? And it actually saves me time in more ways than one. Instead of digging through the fridge or scrolling through delivery options on my phone, I just put 3 menu cards in front of my partner. She picks one, and I get right to it. And now it's not just about dinners. You can get free breakfast for life with code POGINSIDE free at HelloFresh.com. That's one breakfast item per box while your subscription is active. So just click on the link in the description or scan this QR code with your phone. Free breakfast for life. You can't beat it. Thank you, HelloFresh, for the support.
Thanks, HelloFresh. Getting back to GTA 6, rumors about the game have circulated for nearly a decade, spurred on by the unprecedented success of GTA 5. Rockstar's reputation for quality, and gamers' never-ending desire for wanting something new.
And it's finally happening! In a post on their website, Rockstar noted that December will mark the 25th anniversary of the company.
Oh, wow. Co-founder and president Sam Houser thanked the fans, saying that in 1998, the company was founded, quote, on the idea that video games could come to be as essential to culture as any other form of entertainment. He added that, quote, we hope that we have created games you'd love in our efforts to be part of that evolution. And this was not part of the quote. And we wanted to make $1 trillion.
Yeah, they did that. I mean, they've worked their way into culture. There's no denying it.
It's true.
And then he gave us what we've all been waiting for. Writing, we are very excited to let you know that in early December, we will release the first trailer for the next Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, and you'll note, they did not call it GTA 6. Just the next Grand Theft Auto.
We might have a surprise title reveal then. Who knows? Maybe it's just the Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, okay.
But the announcement spread like wildfire online, like you might expect. Just the announcement itself got more than 300 million views.
Yeah, well, that's impressive. It's not a surprise either, given the staggering success of GTA 5, which has sold more than 190 million copies worldwide since it was released a decade ago. That makes it the second best-selling game of all time, according to Wikipedia.
Yeah, just beaten by Minecraft, which, you know, they've probably sold in bulk to schools and stuff like that, so it's pretty intense. As for the game itself, there have been all kinds of rumors as to where it'll be set and what you'll be doing.
In 2019, there was a leak that the game would be set in South America and inspired by the hit Netflix series Narcos.
And it's weird. I remember reporting on that when we were shooting Arizona Circle out of like a rental house.
Yeah.
But then a leak last year clarified that a bit more, saying it would be set in Brazil in the 1970s and 80s, and again, would be inspired by Narcos.
That leak also said the game was codenamed Project Americas, and it would feature 4 main characters with a split storyline involving you working your way up the ranks of a drug cartel. Oh, and it would be for next-gen consoles only.
Yeah, at this point, it's gotta be. Sheesh. And then the huge leak, the one in September 2022, a real doozy. User Teapot Tuber Hacker posted over 90 videos of pre-alpha GTA 6 footage to GTA forums.
Rockstar acknowledged the leaks in a statement posted to X, Twitter, which incidentally was also the first official confirmation from the company of the game's development. Interestingly, even back then they referred to it as the next Grand Theft Auto and not GTA 6.
Again, building up to a surprise reveal. Who knows what's going to be on the end of that? Still, that's an acknowledgement from Rockstar that these clips were in fact legit, which means they contain light spoilers for the game. Now, we're not going to cover anything but the most basic details, the things that would be obvious in a trailer or even like cover art. But still, we know how sensitive people can get. So we're going to pop up a little spoiler warning, just in case you want to plug your ears for this part.
Spoilers! Okay, everybody knows now. Clips confirm that Grand Theft Auto 6 will have 2 playable characters named Jason and Lucia, and is set in a modern-day Vice City. Apparently, the game will have a Bonnie and Clyde style storyline focused on heists. That's pretty cool.
All right, we're back.
We're done.
But as we alluded to in the intro, buying that ticket to wherever GTA 6 might be set could cost you a lot more than usual.
Uh-oh. This is real bad. There's some evidence out there that the next GTA game will cost you a pretty penny. That's in part because the owners of Rockstar feels that video games these days, they don't cost enough.
Yeah, this old chestnut again, huh? Strauss Zelnick, who's CEO of Rockstar's parent company Take-Two, confirmed that Rockstar is working on the next GTA game. Duh. And he recently told investors that the franchise is one of the best values in gaming.
Well, that's cute. Specifically, he said, quote, "Our prices are still very, very low because it's a video game from 2013. Because we offer many hours of engagement, the value of the engagement is very high. So I think the industry as a whole offers a terrific price to value opportunity for consumers."
He also said in that earnings call that he believes video game prices are very, very low, considering the value they offer. And then he kind of clarified that that value was measured in number of hours of entertainment derived for the cost paid.
That concept opens just a whole can of worms, by the way. It's just real. That's a lot. Some folks do measure their entertainment by the hour, while others argue the nature of those hours is a factor.
Yeah, 1 hour of grinding away in GTA Online is not the same as an hour of Alan Wake 2. But we digress. Whatever. Zelnick is a businessman, so of course he sees his products in that way. Especially when he sees the hours and hours and hours people dump into GTA Online and imagines that revenue could be a lot higher.
I could have $1 an hour.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
So what does all this mean, though? A $70 GTA 6? I mean, almost certainly. That would be the trend in recent years as far as new releases go.
Yeah, last year we saw releases like Gotham Knights and Modern Warfare 2 breaking through that $60 ceiling, and that just names a few. Rockstar is certainly up there in the pantheon of AAA developers that could easily command a higher price for their games.
Yeah, their last game, 2018's Red Dead Redemption 2, also had big shoes to fill. And Rockstar pulled it off in grand style. They really did. Red Dead 2 is now looked at as one of the greatest games of all time, with more than 54 million copies sold as of earlier this year.
So yeah, Rockstar could easily charge $70 for GTA 6 or whatever it's going to end up being called. The reality is everyone's still going to buy it. They could charge more than 70 easily, I think. I don't that would be spicy. That would be real spicy.
It's going to depend on where the economy is, Lawrence, but I think we're looking at an $80 game, I think, possibly.
They could do it. And if they do it, everyone else is too. So, ooh.
You're right. It's going to be real bad. Well, what's more concerning is applying this concept of money for time to an ongoing service like GTA Online. Does this mean a subscription fee? Oh, no.
I mean, probably a soft one. They'd have to launder it through something. So, I mean, they already offer GTA Plus. That's a subscription service that includes a monthly stipend of $500,000 GTA dollars. So, I don't know. When my mind gets going on it, it's not hard to imagine like GTA Online weekly events that basically require GTA Cash to buy into, GTA Plus Cash. Maybe they give out event rewards that give everyone that's a GTA Plus subscriber obvious advantages in the game. So it might rigidly enforce a second-class player kind of thing. It kind of already does, so I don't know.
Lawrence, do you work for Rockstar?
I'm sure they've had all these thoughts years ago. That's what hurts.
No, they totally have. Yeah, they totally have. But we could spend all day imagining how terrible GTA's monetization will be, and we likely will in the future. Those headlines don't write themselves. So we can't make them up, but we're going to report on them.
And I'm sure there will be something to report on. As far as what else we actually know about the game right now, we could be getting a return of Michael DeSanta, a popular protagonist from GTA 5.
Oh, voice actor Ned Luke teased a return to the series when a fan asked if DeSanta would appear in GTA 6. Luke replied on X, it's a mystery, followed by 5-star emojis.
Ooh, spicy.
Mmm.
Not confirmation, obviously, but it's definitely something. But that's probably as close as we're ever going to get, because if you're hoping for more GTA 6 leaks out of performers, I don't know. Another Rockstar voice actor says that is not going to happen.
In a recent appearance on Good Luck Have Fun's Game and Fortune podcast, Roger Clark, who voiced Arthur Morgan in Red Dead 2, told an interesting story about his co-star Benjamin Byron Davis, who voiced Dutch Vanderland.
Yeah, apparently Davis was hanging out with his longtime buddy Chris Pratt, and the two compared their non-disclosure agreements. To hear Clark tell it, Rockstar's NDA is way more strict than Marvel's.
Wow, that's crazy. So don't expect the voice actor to leak any details about GTA 6, needless to say.
Yeah, but you know who would never, ever leak information about their role in an upcoming game? Cold calculating artificial intelligence. Zelnick also discussed the use of AI in the new game in a recent summit this month.
He sounded optimistic about the technology. Do you want to know why? Because it's going to make him a lot of money. But said that he thinks, quote, it may be better, but it almost certainly will not be faster and cheaper, which is the opposite of what I imagined.
Yeah, I would think it would be the opposite. Faster, cheaper, but worse.
He also foresees a future where Rockstar makes big investments into developing its own AI.
He did say that generative AI could help kind of bring life to NPCs in games, adding more variety to dialogue trees. Okay.
Sure. All right. Zelnick gave an example saying, quote, you're a playable character, you're interacting with a non-playable character. That interaction is currently scripted, and the non-playable characters are generally not very interesting. You can imagine all the NPCs becoming really interesting and fun.
Yeah, fun. I'm not sure about that one.
I'm not sure about that one.
I guess, yeah, you in a video game, that'd be cool, having sprawling and pointless conversations with random people. Wow, it's like really being outside, I guess.
But, Lawrence, the big question that everybody tuned into this episode for, what do we want from GTA 6?
I don't know. It's hard to think. I guess that's the great thing, is we get to just sit back and let Rockstar spoon treats into our mouths whenever they're done baking. But I've mused about that for a bit, because I don't think you can get away with GTA 5 satire anymore. All that stuff happened and worse. So I don't know that you can satirize the world, because the world's absurd. So when I think about the triangle of the city that it will be set in, and the fact that Rockstar really likes cinema, they do a lot of cinematic references and stuff, and the fact that it's also about another thing that we discussed above. To me, the intersection of all of that is Michael Mann. So I'm kind of hoping it's like a modern Miami Vice kind of energy. Like a lot of games have tried to harness heat. Well, like a handful maybe. So I could see Rockstar, one, being infatuated with that and trying to recreate it in a game. And maybe somewhere in the middle, they can still touch on that American satire, where this is an American crime story. It's the only way to realize the American dream for certain people or certain classes. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out. But that's kind of what I think I want to see. I want to see more of that from Rockstar and less of the, like, dick and balls jokes. I think they've graduated out of that kind of GTA.
It's a really good question, Lawrence, because we know they can pull that off because of Red Dead 2. We know they can pull off the really serious stories with lots of emotional heart. But GTA has typically been their satire. So I wonder if they'll continue down the road of satire or turn GTA serious. Fantastic thought. I you know me, I'm terrible at like fan casting and thinking about narratives in the future, because I just like to play what they give me. I'm just that sort of person. So instead, I like to think about the monetization that GTA 6 is going to bring in. And I do think they're going to charge $80 for this game, unless the economy is like really in the shitter. But I do think they're going to charge $80. I think what you had mentioned earlier about the subscription stuff, they're going to do that as well. I don't think they're going to launch with GTA Online for 6 right away, because they're going to make everybody buy again, just like they did with GTA 5. So I think they're going to release the game on PS5, Series X and S, well, maybe not S, and then PC. And when they release those games, it'll be $80. There won't be any, previous gen, whatever. But then online will come later. And online, they may charge for. They may charge for that. And I would not be surprised if they're like, the online's DLC and it's $20. I would not be surprised at all.
Yeah, they kind of already do that.
Because online was free with GTA 5. Like, it just came along with it.
That's true, yeah. And you could grind out new content in-game currency barely.
Well, what I mean is, the patch that gave you GTA Online and GTA 5 was free, but this time around they may charge people just to get in to GTA Online for 6.
I feel like the only way they would do that is if they know it's going to go free to play in like 4 years or something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like charging for immediacy is a new thing, and it's working. The whole like early access windows, I guess honestly that's how GTA goes over $70 is they have a 5-day early access window that's $180.
The early access, absolutely.
And people would absolutely pay it, and it might take some people's breath away and they get some angry Reddit threads, but they would get money. They would get big money.
The way Strauss Zelnick is talking, it's really worrisome, honestly, because I think he's going to milk every single dime out of this. Because I don't think they knew GTA 5 was going to be such a success when it comes to games as a service. And now that they know, oh my gosh, it's over.
Yeah, I guess the worst case scenario is that they launch it, it doesn't get the Steam, and then they just leave it, kind of like it seems like they did Red Dead. But they tried, and Red Dead Online was pretty cool, so... Yeah, I just hope there's a fun game in there that you can actually reach, you know? They don't make you jump through too many hoops. But I have to, if I'm being honest with myself, I'll jump through a lot of hoops to get to a good Rockstar game.
I think most people will. You're totally right. Hey, we've got an Inside Games Patreon, and we have some patrons there. These are 5-star patrons. They've got the law after them all the time. Knockgack, Sherwin Sanchez, Alex Stone, Nightport, and Talia Monochrome.
Bruce, my patrons are a little more conscientious. They obey all the traffic laws, turn signals, the whole deal. So shout outs to you, Mark Fletcher, Dan Halloran, Jonathan Lanowski, Xander, and Nick Calderon. Keeping things orderly. I love it.
And in honor of GTA 6, here is the best meme ever.
Do a little like ping pong when it comes on screen.
Oh, I love those ping pong sounds when the paddle hits the ball.
Just pleasing. I heard it in my head. So yeah, we're throwing it back. References. Rockstar's going to sweep the world by announcing that GTA 6 is only a container for Table Tennis 2.
Where's my Bully 2?
Oh yeah, everybody wants Bully 2, man. They have to have looked into it, right? Why haven't they made it?
Because it didn't sell well. Money.
Yeah.